Hello guys, I hope you all are doing great. In this video I will explain you how to use the Shortcuts app on your iOS device or Apple Watch. This video includes also a full tutorial for those of you who are rather beginners in the shortcuts world. I want to teach you how to start making your own custom shortcuts for your specific needs. This video will cover everything you need to know about the Shortcuts app on iOS. Guys, fasten your seat belts because in this video I will show you some of my crazy custom-made shortcuts that I created throughout the years for my specific lifestyle. What do you think about Jeff Bezos?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
ChatGPT help. What do you think about Jeff Bezos?
One sec. Jeff Bezos is an incredibly successful entrepreneur and business leader. He has been credited with revolutionizing the way.
Some of them are really amazing and pretty complex. I will leave the links for some of my shortcuts in the description of this video, so you will be able to download and use them. Also, in this video, I will show you how to trigger shortcuts using NFC chips. This is the next level of Shortcuts app usage. Actions will be triggered automatically without you even have to press or touch anything on your screen. As the old proverb says, if you give a man a fish, he's hungry again in an hour. If you teach him how to catch a fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. If you want to support me, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tech-oriented and lifestyle content. Without losing more of your time, let's go straight to the topic of this video. What is the iOS Shortcuts app? Shortcuts, formerly Workflow, is a visual scripting application developed by Apple and provided on its iOS, iPadOS, macOS and watchOS operating systems. It allows users to create macros for executing specific tasks on their devices following a predefined scenario with just one tap. Third-party shortcuts can also be downloaded from the web or shared by users. Shortcuts are activated manually through the app, shortcut widget or Siri. They can also be automated to trigger after an event, such as the time of the day, leaving a set location or opening an app. In 2014, this app was awarded as the best iOS app in the App Store. Nowadays, the Shortcuts app is a built-in app for iOS devices that allows users to create custom shortcuts to automate certain tasks and actions on their devices. If for some reason you don't have the Shortcuts app on your device, you can always download it for free from the App Store. Overall, the Shortcuts app is a very powerful tool that allows iOS users to optimize their device usage and automate common tasks, making it a valuable addition to any iOS device. This app is such a time saver. Why shortcuts will save you a ton of time? You see, most of the small interactions we are doing on our iPhone or Apple Watch are basic and repetitive. For example, if you want to listen to music on your iPhone, you have to unlock your phone, open the music app and tap play or shuffle the music. Too many actions for such a simple thing as listening to music. Next example, while going to sleep, usually you are always following the same scenario on your iPhone. For example, turn on the bedtime mode on your iPhone to not get disturbed while sleeping. Maybe you want to set up your alarm on a specific time and probably disable all lights in your house if you have some HomeKit accessories. Maybe you want to open your sleep tracking app or who knows, maybe even play some relaxation music. To do all these actions, you have to manipulate your iPhone a lot of times and manually open several applications and perform a lot of taps, clicks and various actions, which is quite an exhausting process and makes you lose a lot of time. Let's say you are losing at least 5 minutes per day, multiplied by 365 days equals 30 hours of your lifetime per year. That's crazy. With the Shortcuts app, all these small actions will be performed automatically with just one tap or Siri command. That is the power of the Shortcuts app. You can even run shortcuts using NFC tags. For example, I have an NFC chip on my AirPods Pro case. Usually when I'm having my AirPods in my hand, next action is to listen to music, right? The only action I have to do is to approach my AirPods case to my iPhone and it automatically opens the music app. How cool is that? It's almost magic. Before teaching you how to create your own shortcuts, I would like to demonstrate to you some of the shortcuts that I use in my day-to-day life, just to give you an overall idea of what it is and how it works. One of the shortcuts I'm using the most is called Password Generator. All it does is generate complex passwords. Pretty handy stuff. I have a music menu shortcut to operate easier my music app. For podcasts, I have a quick shortcut that launches my favorite shows and podcasts. It's called Podcast Assistant. I don't have to physically open the app to start listening to podcasts or music. I'm using shortcuts. Also, I created a little web browser for Safari on my Apple Watch. Rather, a simple shortcut for my power socket and light, power socket on, off, lights on or off. I have a shortcut that can automatically collect all my Apple Music data and download all my music tracks, so I can listen them offline. Imagine how much time it will take me to download manually all my albums and tracks. Navigation Assistant is another handy shortcut. It can select from the drop-down menu where I need to go. Next, I have to choose my transportation method and voila, the magic happens. And one of the craziest shortcuts I ever used is about artificial intelligence. Basically, it uses ChatGPT to answer all of my questions. That's really the most mind-blowing shortcut I ever made. How to create shortcuts? Examples. So there are multiple levels of shortcuts complexity. I will show you all basics you need to know to be able to create your own shortcuts. Here are the steps to create a shortcut. Open the Shortcut app on your iPhone. Tap the plus icon in the upper right corner to create a new shortcut. Choose a name for your shortcut. Tap Add Action to add the first action to your shortcut. Use the search bar to find the action you want to add. Tap on the action to add it to your shortcut. If the action requires additional information, enter it in the fields provided. Tap Add Action to add additional actions to your shortcut if needed. Once you have added all the necessary actions, tap Next in the upper right corner. Choose an icon and color for your shortcut if desired. Tap Done to save your shortcut. You can access your shortcuts by tapping them in the Shortcuts app or by adding them to your home screen, widgets, or by asking Siri to run them for you. The Shortcuts app for iOS includes a wide variety of actions that you can use to create custom shortcuts. Here are some examples of the types of actions available. App actions. These allow you to launch an app or perform an action within the app, such as sending a message or making a phone call. Audio and media actions. These allow you to play music, podcasts or other audio files, as well as control the volume or playback settings. Communication actions. These allow you to send messages, make phone calls, or perform other communication-related tasks. Home automation actions. These allow you to control smart home devices such as lights, thermostats, or door locks. Location actions. These allow you to get current location or perform actions based on your location, such as getting directions or triggering a reminder when you arrive at a specific place. Scripting actions. These allow you to perform more complex actions using JavaScript or other scripting languages. Time and date actions. These allow you to perform actions based on the current time or date, such as setting up an alarm or scheduling a reminder. Web actions. These allow you to perform actions on the web, such as opening a web page, searching the web, or posting to social media. There are many other types of actions available in the Shortcuts app, and new ones are added regularly. You can browse the available actions in the app or search for specific actions using the search bar. Variables in the Shortcuts app. Variables are like placeholders for values that can be used in different actions throughout a shortcut. They allow you to create more dynamic and flexible shortcut that can work with different data inputs or results. Here are some examples of variables in the Shortcuts app. Text variables. These can hold text values such as names, addresses, or messages. Number variables. These can hold numeric values such as quantities, prices, or ratings. Date and time variables. These can hold date and time values such as the current date, a specific time, or a duration. URL variables. These can hold web addresses such as links to websites, articles, or videos. File variables. These can hold file path or references to files such as photos, documents, or audio recordings. Variables can be created using the setVariable action, which allows you to specify a name for the variable and its initial value. Once a variable is created, you can use it in other actions by referencing its name. For example, you can use a text variable in a send message action to send a personalized message to someone with their name included. Variables can also be modified or updated during the execution of a shortcut using other actions such as setValue or addToVariable. Variables will allow you to create more complex logic and workflow based on the inputs and results of different actions. I would say that variables are made mostly for advanced users. Basically, you have to play with these actions and variables and try to understand how it works. The only way you can learn how to create shortcuts is by trying and failing. When I started to create my own shortcuts back in 2014, there were no instructions. I just tried and failed, and then eventually I created my first shortcut that actually worked. You should choose the same strategy. First, you need to have an idea for what task your shortcut will be used. Next, you have to identify the most important key steps in your shortcut scenario and maybe identify some variables. Then you have to think about all the possibilities that I called the if factor. What happens if? For example, when you choose one of the proposed options in the drop-down menu, it will follow a different scenario. The more you will be creating shortcuts, the more you will develop your building skills. Actually, Shortcuts is not a classic coding app. You can create your own mini applications without being a developer. You can select actions from a predefined list of actions and try to mix them and invent your own scenarios. Where can you find shortcuts? The Gallery tab features a collection of creative and useful shortcuts. Explore the Gallery tab to check out shortcut possibilities and to see how they are built. When you will find a Gallery shortcut you like, add it to your shortcuts collection with a simple tap and customize it to suit your needs. In my opinion, standard shortcuts offered by Apple are very basic and most of the time they are useless. It's much more interesting to create your own shortcuts or download someone's third-party shortcuts. Where can you download third-party shortcuts? If you're looking for some inspiration and you want to download someone's advanced shortcuts, you can use various free resources such as iRoutineHub.com. There are really thousands and thousands of shortcuts created by other users that you can use in your everyday life as well. You can also download the shortcuts and then modify them to your particular usage. What is shortcut automation and how to create automations? Automations and shortcuts are a way to automate tasks on your iPhone or iPad based on specific triggers. They allow you to create a set of actions that can be automatically triggered by events such as time of the day, location, or changes in device settings. To create an automation in Shortcuts, follow these steps. Open the Shortcuts app on your iPhone or iPad. Tap the Automation tab at the bottom of the screen. Tap the plus icon in the upper right corner to create a new automation. Choose a trigger for the automation. This can include like arrive at location, NFC tag scanned, or battery level. You can also choose to create a personal automation that runs when a specific event occurs, such as when you receive a text message from a particular contact. Once you've chosen your trigger, select the actions you want to be performed when the automation is triggered. This can include anything from opening an app to sending a text message or playing music. Tap Next to review your automation and make any necessary changes. Turn on the toggle switch at the top of the screen to enable the automation. Once you've created an automation in Shortcuts, it will run automatically whenever the trigger event occurs. You can also view and manage your automations in the Automation tab of the Shortcuts app. In the morning, I want to see a watch face with sleep quality report and weather complication, because I always want to see this information in the morning. So why the heck should I manually switch my watch face if it can be done automatically? That's the power of automations. With automations, I don't have to think about this action. The task is performed automatically. How cool is that? I think probably I saved already several hours of my time just by reducing the small actions of physically turning on my lights in the morning. Remember, optimization is the key of your success. You should automate everything that can be automated to save your mental and physical energy for other, more important things and tasks. How to trigger shortcuts with NFC tag. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can trigger shortcuts using NFC chips. For example, I have one of them inside my running shoes. While touching my iPhone to my running shoe, it automatically opens my running application and starts playing my favorite music. By the way, I made a separate video about the NFC tags. Check it out in the description of this video if you're interested in this topic. Here are the steps to set up NFC tags for running shortcuts. Get an NFC tag or sticker that you want to use to trigger the shortcut. You can buy these online or at some electronic stores. They are really cheap. Open the Shortcuts app, tap the Add Action button and add a new action. Search for Scan NFC and select it from the list of actions. Hold your iPhone close to the NFC tag until the tag is detected. Tap Next to proceed to the next action. Add the actions you want to be executed when the NFC tag is detected. You can add any actions available in the Shortcuts app, such as sending a message, making a phone call, opening a specific app, or toggling settings. Once you have added all the necessary actions, tap Done to save the shortcut. Now, when you hold your iPhone close to the NFC tag or sticker, the Shortcut app will automatically launch and execute the actions you have assigned to the shortcut. Another example of shortcut and NFC integration, I glued one NFC sticker in a specific corner on my table near my bed, where I always put my iPhone before going to sleep. The iPhone will detect this particular NFC chip and will run my bedtime routine, which means it will turn the lights off, open my sleep tracking app, and set up the alarm for 5 AM. It will also turn off all unused electronic devices. You see, quite a lot of actions are performed automatically. That's the power of NFC tags. Shortcut settings. Note that if you want to use your shortcuts on your Apple Watch, you have to activate Show on the Apple Watch toggle. Otherwise, your shortcuts will not be displayed on your Apple Watch. As you know, it's pretty handy to use Shortcuts app directly on your wrist, so I'm using it a lot with my Apple Watch. Just make sure to toggle on this little button, Show on the Apple Watch, and everything will work fine. You can also share your shortcuts with your friends and family. For doing that, just long press on the shortcut and tap on the Share button. It will create your custom iCloud link with your shortcut inside. So everyone who has access to your link will be able to download and install your shortcut. Shortcuts, privacy and security. Don't worry, the Shortcuts app doesn't have any access to your financial or bank information. It's an official app that was accepted by Apple in the App Store, so everything is safe. When you are installing third-party shortcuts, they are coming from an official iCloud server, so they are verified by Apple. Again, the Shortcuts app is limited in features, so they don't have access to your personal or private data. Of course, you can grant access to your files or photos or messages depending on the used shortcut, but it's very limited. The shortcut is running internally on your device, so there is no danger of losing your data or sharing some private information with other people. I'm using the Shortcuts app for several years now, and I never had any security or privacy issues. Shortcuts for iOS is one of the most powerful apps ever made for iOS. Basically, it allows you to create almost unlimited combinations of various triggers and actions following your scenarios and your particular lifestyle. I think it's still day one for the Shortcuts app on the iPhone, and in the future we will see some crazy new shortcuts created by other people or even artificial intelligence AI. If you like this video and you want to support me, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tech and lifestyle oriented content. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos on my channel as well. See you later on YouTube. Bye bye.